There are so many interesting, horrifying, or downright weird things in this big world of ours.
Each week, we'll bring you a new true crime story that has little to no coverage in English.
Let us do the translations, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yes.
Hi.
Yes, this is a news tangent.
Where you can hear random news from us. About
Yes.
crime. Whatever we find interesting on that
Yeah.
specific day when we are recording, which is
Yes.
currently a Sunday morning. A rare
Yeah, we've
time for
never
us.
recorded on a weekend before.
Or maybe once we have.
I think we
once.
have, like
Oh.
once. Yeah.
Maybe
Yes.
my episodic memory is shit.
Yeah, then we didn't agree who will start.
No. I'll start it. Fuck it. I'll just
Start.
take it over.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So apparently there was a new law in Sweden that was just passed in July of 2026 that said that it wasn't illegal to escape prison. Did you know that in Sweden up until July 2026?
No,
Yeah, like you can try. If you succeed, then
Yeah, like
then you're a free man.
Well, basically, like if you got out of prison, if you escaped prison, there was no separate like offense for that because, like in the States, of course, if you
so basically you would be just put back to prison,
prison,
continue whatever you were there to begin with.
Yeah, which I found was interesting. So you can just like walk out, like there's just escape, not even like hardcore escape, like kind of escape from Alcatraz style, making a dummy and building a raft and whatever, but more like, I just walked off and didn't come back after my leave or something. And
yeah, exactly. You start to have leaves at some point, so
yeah. So
and there's no
there was
punishment for not coming back from the leave.
Nope. Until July 2026, where they're like, maybe this was a bad idea. Maybe this has been too lenient. So so now they've changed it so that the bill makes prison breaks punishable by law for an extra 2 years. Like if you do it once, you get an extra 2 years and whatever. But I thought that was quite funny. So like, and then it says like before this legal change, Sweden operated under a philosophy shared by other countries like Germany and Austria. So I guess in Germany and Austria is the same shit that, the desire for freedom as a fundamental human instinct or something. So it's kind of like,
But I wonder if, because sometimes you hear cases where someone, tried to break free and then they are caught and put back to prison. And then usually like their rights in the prison are then decreased because they are at risk at escaping. Like then they get less privileges, less leave and so on. I wonder if they didn't have even that.
No, they did have like administrative penalties. So like if you if they got caught like escaping, then indeed they would lose privileges, like losing some privileges, of course, like not being able to go out in the open area without the fence or something like that. But then the things that were punishable, which was interesting, was if there was like property damage. So if they like broke a door escaping or punched a guard or, did something like that, then that was punishable.
Again, that makes sense because that's punishable anyway. Yeah. Like you can punch anyone anywhere or break doors.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So that stuff was punishable, but the act of escaping wasn't punishable, which is, I thought it was kind of funny that you could escape prison in Sweden as much as you wanted, kind of, and then you wouldn't get any extra time.
Okay, then.
Yeah. So that was my light news.
Nice.
That was quick.
Okay, I guess good news. Quick.
Yeah.
Reasonable decision.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep. So guess go to Germany or Austria. Since they
want to get to jail and try breaking out.
Yeah, or are their prisons just, I don't know, somehow insane? They consider them so secure that there's basically no way of escaping in their minds. So it was like fine up until now. But then still, if you're let out to do something kind of intentionally, you just don't return. That's like, it doesn't matter then how safe the prison is.
Yeah.
I guess that, like, I kind of get the idea. Like, there is a crime that you commit, and you have already, there has been a trial, and you have the prison sentence. Like, why? And of course, you have to go to the prison because you have the prison sentence. And if you're trying to not go there, of course, you will be sought after. But there's no need to have a extra punishment for escaping. Like, you're anyway looked after. You're like wanted if you are not coming in the prison.
But was it so that previously then you couldn't, your sentence couldn't be shortened for like good behavior if you did something like this?
I think, there are some, like, that's the administrative things, like if you're up for parole or something like that. I think you, But I just checked other countries. So indeed, Germany, Austria. And then this one was surprising, actually. Mexico is another country that you, like, it says defined under Federal Penal Code 154. Freedom is legally prioritized, only illegal if prisoners conspire in groups.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
If you just are alone and make your little hole and escape.
What about... sorry. Finish it, then I have another question.
And in Germany, it's like discrimination. It's been decriminalized since the 1880s based on the quote-unquote right to liberty. Which, I find that hilarious because, like, a right to liberty, but yet you're in prison. So, and like,
you will be taken to the prison back anyway, because you still have the sentence to serve.
But it's like, then if there's a right to liberty, then you shouldn't put anybody in prison, technically, right?
Yeah, it sounds like, well, if you manage to get out, then you're free. We won't put you back.
That would be great. Yeah, that would be great.
I was going to ask, so what about helping someone escape from prison? Like, you're not in prison. Let's say you didn't commit any crimes before, but you would aid someone. Like,
I guess that
put
itself
a nail
would be a
file
crime.
in the bread. Yeah.
I think that would be a crime in itself, right? Because you're abetting. But then it's not a crime. You're not abetting a crime.
Yeah, because you're not abetting a crime. You can't.
This is like so fucking philosophical.
And does it matter if that person is, let's say, your husband, or just like someone that you have no official relationship with?
This almost seems like one of these time loop things, like if you go back in time and you change one thing and blah, 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 blah. Like, it's almost like one of these paradoxes. Like, okay.
If any lawyers are listening to this, tell us, please. We are too lazy to Google it.
Yeah. And then also Switzerland, it's not a crime. And the Netherlands is not a crime either.
So in Finland, it's a crime?
Yes, in Finland. And in Belgium, it's changing. And in Hungary, it's, a crime. But these are the only ones that don't have. And then in the Netherlands, it said it considers forcing someone to remain captive when they see an opening a form of self-punishment. But isn't the point of being in prison self-punishment? Like, to reflect upon your crimes. What? Okay, anyway. Interesting.
Yeah.
Crime and punishment is it's a deep topic.
Yeah, it gets philosophical pretty quickly.
Yeah. So, okay. That was my news tangent.
Interesting. Yeah, probably someone could write a philosophy PhD dissertation about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All of the questions that we opened up. If we inspired you to do that, you're welcome.
Cite us in your thesis now.
Yeah. Please.
Thanks for the best podcast.
So cool.
Okay, who's next?
Yeah. I can go next if you want. So remember the guy, Julius Kivimäki, or currently he uses the official name Aleksanteri Kivimäki, the Vastaamo. Yeah, we have talked about him before.
Yeah.
He seems like a real asshole, in my opinion. But so, I guess like just to recap for people. So he is the guy he's like a very well-known hacker from Finland. He did all sorts of horrible things before. I don't know if we need to say allegedly, because he has
Just
been
say the
convicted.
case. I mean, okay.
Allegedly, he's done all sorts of horrible things before. For example, swatting. So,
Yeah.
like calling not police. Who would you call for swatting?
The SWAT team.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. What's the place that you call in? You just call the SWAT team.
Yeah, it's like
What do
you're
you
calling
call?
the police that
You're
you
calling
call
the
in.
police.
You are calling the police, yeah. And then there's
Laura,
the
do you
SWAT
want to
team, which is
explain what's swatting?
Oh, okay. So like basically this would happen in instances like I think a lot of this would happen when there's been people gaming on certain gaming websites like Fortnite or whatever the fuck.
Mhm.
And they basically find out your information, they get pissed at you and they're like, "Hey," they call the police and maybe report a bomb threat or somebody being murdered or whatever
in
to
your
someone's house
address.
and
Yes.
your address, and then
Okay,
basically
so
get the
like
SWAT team or
hard time
police called.
bullying,
Yeah, and then
and
they basically
also wasting resources of police.
yes. So then basically the police or the SWAT team ends up getting called out to that house and whatever, and it's a whole
Yeah.
issue.
I think
Plus-
I've heard of this. Yes.
It's extremely dangerous. I think people have died because of
Yeah.
swatting. Because
Yeah,
of course, like you're confused. You're at home, you don't know what's going on, and then the police shows up or SWAT team shows up, and you're like, "What the fuck?" So maybe you don't, immediately do what they're asking, or like you're
And
questioning
also,
what
it's
they're
the
doing
police
to you.
of the United States who are just
Exactly.
like, I don't know what to do,
Trigger
so I
happy.
just shoot people.
Yeah, exactly. So they have shot
Yes.
people because of
Yes.
this
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
So it's insane that someone would do this. But this guy allegedly has done this before. Then another thing I think that's well known is this American Airlines flight case where he managed to create a fake security threat on an American Airlines flight from Dallas to San Diego. So he posed as a passenger on the plane using a real passenger's personal information, who was actually on the plane, and then he said something like, I don't know, there was a bomb or something, or maybe that he was going to do something. So anyway, so the plane was diverted to the Phoenix airport, and the U.S. Air Force dispatched 2 fighter jets to secure the flight. So it was like an extremely expensive thing. And then I think the other, like the most well-known thing in Finland is this Vastaamo data breach. So the psychotherapy website where a bunch of people's psychotherapy notes and diagnoses and whatever were
And
stored.
social security numbers.
Yeah.
Because it's
So
held.
Their security was really shitty, and then he managed to like get all this information and started threatening people to pay in Bitcoin. Otherwise, he's going to release the information. There are like some, I don't know if it's confirmed, but people involved in the case say that some people have committed suicide because of this and stuff like that. So it's pretty horrible. So this guy have been convicted for this case. And but it's like the trial has been the whole process has been pretty lengthy because he appeals and then it goes to another
and there's
court
lots
and
of
whatnot.
victims.
Yeah, there's lots of victims, so it's a very complex case. But for a while, he was sitting in prison. I think this pre-trial detention type of situation. But then I found out, and then I couldn't remember if we talked about this. Maybe we did. But he was let out of prison last September. He was released over concerns that he risked being imprisoned too long. So I think his prison sentence was 6 years and 3 months. But then for years, he had already been sitting in prison. So last September, they thought, oh, maybe he's going to, like, by the time we get to the end of this, he will have spent longer time in prison. So we will just let him out. Because if he was there for too long, that would enable him to demand compensation from the state. Or I guess they were not sure about the outcome. So he was let out. And then in the meantime, I'm trying to look at which court. So Helsinki's appeals court then ended up, so the process continued and they raised his prison sentence from 6 years, 3 months to 6 years, 11 months, which is like 1 month short of the maximum sentence. And I think there were news in February that he was appealing against this and like taking it to Supreme Court or something like that. But basically the latest news from this July is that because they let him out of prison last September, but he should go back now because his sentence was extended and be there at least for 5 or 6 more months, or maybe possibly a little bit more. He didn't show up, so now he's wanted. There's this, the police is searching for him to basically continue his prison sentence. But he hasn't done that yet, and they don't know where he is. So he must be arrested if he's found, and he should basically show up. And I think
I hope that he gets more prison sentence for this.
Well,
because
I
he's
would hope so
escaping to
too.
prison. Actually, this is a very connected topic.
Yeah, and also his lawyer said that he doesn't know his whereabouts. He has kind of talked to him, maybe like in text or over the phone, but he suspects that he's abroad. He's not even in Finland.
Wow.
But I think there must be like a Interpol, because when they hadn't caught him yet, there was an Interpol thing. And wasn't he caught in France or somewhere? Like originally, he was abroad then too.
In some hotel or something.
Yeah. So it was like a very high profile.
And I think there's a case against him also in the US, which is separate from this one, maybe. So he's...
I bet there is.
But in every interview, it's crazy. Like he's always saying that, like he didn't do this, obviously. I think there's like a lot of evidence against him. But
he has always this weird smirk in his face. Like
they asked him if he feels any remorse or like what he thinks about, all the victims like being traumatized from this, or like people committing suicide. And he said things like, well, these are nameless, faceless people to me. I don't know who they are. And like there are people dying in Gaza, and like you wouldn't feel more sorry for. So I don't know, just like, like objectively, sure, like it's true, there's a lot of horrible stuff going on in the world, but like a very, very weird
but this
thing
is
to
something
say.
You caused.
Exactly. He said no, he did not cause these things. It was someone close to him, but not him.
Sure.
He sounds like a fucking dickhead.
For sure.
So high
I was just
standards.
I wanted to bring this here because I didn't realize that they let him out and now they can't find him anymore. And he should go back.
Weird stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe, just maybe, if the Finnish system could be a bit more speedy with the trials, we wouldn't have this kind of problems. It's just so slow.
Is it because there's not enough people to do the trials, or is it just like
basically?
Okay.
But this is such a high-profile case. You would think that they don't do something like this. Like also internationally very well known.
Yeah. I mean,
so,
of course,
the
this
assumption
case was
is
Finland.
Yeah, but the assumption is that he had been abroad since last fall, and he had not provided information about his whereabouts since then. So we don't know where he is. He might become the new missing crypto queen.
Yeah.
I
mean, was he rich though? Did he actually get rich off of his crimes though? Like, did he?
I think so. I don't know if rich, but I think he got.
But I don't think from
get a lot of money.
This case, like
maybe
it
not
didn't
from
end
this.
up very well for him either. But I'm sure that he has, hacked many fucking Bitcoin accounts and stolen the money, and
allegedly
lots of crimes that probably nobody knows exactly. Allegedly, like we don't know, but I can assume that he has his means to get money somehow.
Yeah. So where could he have gone? Russia, maybe, I wonder? Or
I was thinking that too.
No, I think he's in
Belize.
EU. Last time he was in France.
Oh.
Because in EU it's so easy to... But in EU it's easy to move between countries without being noticed.
That's
you just
true.
take a train, and if you're like, I think I'm being noticed here in Luxembourg, I'll just go to Austria. Because even if it's EU, each country has their own officials and police and style and security levels. So
and I wonder, like, he can also probably hack or do something like identity wise, like he probably has multiple fake passports or some fucking thing, I assume.
Maybe.
I don't know.
No. But really it's true that you don't really need that within the EU. You can just
that's the thing, like you can just go between the borders.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking like in a hotel, usually you have to have like some scan of a passport or some ID or something like that if you're checking
and
into a
if
hotel.
yeah.
But yeah.
But how hard would it be to rent an Airbnb with fake details? Would
Yeah,
it
that's
be
what I
very
mean. He
hard?
can probably hack
Yeah.
and get fake details or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you don't go to this like actual proper hotel where you need to present your ID.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's
Okay.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. Another update when he's found, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels like this case is taking forever, and he's just like not. If he indeed committed all these crimes, he is not like properly getting punished for them.
Yeah. I mean, he's convicted, so I don't think we need to say like if he did or
Yeah, but like
allegedly.
now it's with the Supreme Court. I don't know, and like maybe he wasn't convicted for the other crimes. I think.
Oh yeah, well
Both of
those
them,
we
so-
don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this is a good chain of topics because my top case is also about people who are hiding from the police.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
We had like a very nice chain there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
indeed.
But I don't know if you have heard of this family of currently, I believe, 10 persons. So a big family. So there is I think there's like a Swedish-speaking family from the Pohjanmaa, like West Finland, and they had lots of disagreements about the way they are raising their children. They had 7 children, and they were
Sounds familiar.
homeschooling them.
Mhm.
And well, apparently of course, everything is not public because this is a social welfare. What is it? Social care.
Yeah. Social. Yeah.
Social care.
welfare, yeah. Something.
Things.
Yeah.
So, like,
Are they Lestadian by any chance? Because that's like northern and also like.
I'm not sure, but it's not clearly said anywhere that they are, but they could be.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they're like some kind of Christianity, maybe not the basic Christianity.
Yeah.
That's
The Quiverful movement of Finland or something. Okay. Yeah.
yeah. Just for context, so Lestadiolainen, it's like a Finnish Christian, maybe cult is the wrong word, but like a branch.
But we get it.
Yeah. Like they are against
Sect.
contra.
It's a sect.
Yeah, sect. That's the word in English.
Yeah.
But they're basically against contraception, and traditionally they have had this like not good to watch TV, not good to listen to pop music, and very like traditional way of living. And in
Pop
Finland,
music, horrible. I mean,
because of the the contraception thing, they have big families. So in Finland, often if you are like a Finnish, like non-immigrant Finnish, and you have lots of children, people might be like, "Oh, you must be a Lestadiolainen." So it's kind of this connection that.
Yeah.
And if you're not, you have to be like, no, I just wanted a lot of children. Like,
actually, that was kind of a funny thing because like one of my partner's coworkers has like I think 6 brothers and sisters or something. Also, like there's crazy amount of kids, and it's like, oh, are your parents like that was one of the questions that he gets all the time. I guess is like, are you Lestadian? And it's like, no. Just my parents like to have sex. I guess I don't know.
I don't think it's about having sex, but whether you use contraception with it or not.
Yeah. So
in the modern days, I mean.
Yeah.
But anyways, they had 7 children, all homeschooled. I really don't like. Apparently, all kind of disagreements with how they should be raised. And at some point, the children were taken away from the parents. And this is, of course, the part where the public cannot see, like, what are the actual reasons. Like, there is all kind of very vague, like, okay, because the homeschooling, because something, it was said that it was a very small house they were living, so like the living conditions were not good. The child welfare officials didn't think they were good for the children, so they were taken away. What's the word?
Well, I think
English,
taken away is fine.
Taken away, like to the like kind of an institution.
Yeah, like state something. So under state supervision, that sounds stupid. I don't know, but we get
anyway. There's Well, then what happened? After a while, they went to meet their children, because usually you're still like allowed to meet your children, and then they ran through a field, and they had this big van for the family, and the children just went into the van and they ran away, like the whole family. Wow. And that's the last time anyone has seen them.
Oh,
and this happened like, wait a minute, 2024? No? Anyway, it's been
a couple of years.
So they kidnapped them back.
Kidnapped their own kids, basically.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think 24. So they've been already 6 years.
2024? Or 6 years? No, 2024
No,
is 2
sorry,
years
2
ago.
years. 2 years.
Yeah. 2 years, okay. But still.
Yes, 2 years ago. And also the mother was pregnant. That's why I said a family of 10. So
that's what I was like. This isn't adding up unless they have a throuple or something. But okay.
So so basically the eighth child has not been registered anywhere.
Oh, wow.
They have been born. Nobody knows. They don't have a social security number.
Wow.
So they have also like a international wanted
warrant out for their arrest. Yeah.
Because there are theories that they might be hiding in Sweden. They're Swedish speaking. They might have some like friends there.
And it would be easy to drive across the border up north.
Yeah, exactly. It's super easy. You just drive. Nobody checks anything.
Yeah.
And also like there you might not, like people don't know you, and and anyway, like, but police says that there must be someone helping them. Like someone has a bigger house. They live in one part of the house, and these people just are like, oh, we don't know anything about them.
Yeah,
they do have like a lawyer, and like there's sometimes, and often the lawyer is like, I mean, the lawyer doesn't know where they are, of course.
Allegedly.
But yeah, that's it. So they are wanted for kidnapping their own kids.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there must be someone helping because they need to get food and stuff like that. So
and like,
they could be noticed somehow, recognized in the store, or
and these people have actually, their names are public and everything, because they have been interviewed before this happened, because they already have all these agreements with the local, so like child welfare, and they were like telling their opinion, and they gave their face and were interviewed.
I just hope it's not a similar case where like the kids are, I don't know, being contained in a house without anything and just not able to.
Well, they're
out.
not going to school for sure, but they're homeschooled. They were before.
So, I mean, it sounds like the kids voluntarily they ran with their parents from the institution. But then again, why would kids prefer the random institution? Like,
sure.
Even if they're like, often, even if your family conditions are not the best, it's still the one you prefer, unless they are like absolutely horrible. But
I mean, if they're absolutely horrible too, I mean, there's like plenty of like anecdotal evidence of the Mormon sects as well, like with children and stuff being basically raped or whatever, and they're still sticking with the quote unquote prophet or whatever, because they believe in
like
this
for
religion.
children, whatever they grow up with, that's normal. And if you have a lot of pressure, like, or you fear that you'll go to hell or whatever, I don't know, like your parents are the authority. So if they come to you and say you get into this van right now, it's likely that they are just like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't really, even if this, like, we haven't been presented any evidence that, for example, they were violent or anything.
Yeah.
So it might be that their way of living is just so unconventional. And maybe there is some problems, like it's very small, and maybe some problems in hygiene. We don't know. But it might be that still for the children, it's like, this is our family. Like, if it's a huge family, you have 8 siblings. You're like, I want to be with my siblings. This is my life.
Yeah.
But still, like, I understand that why the children would do that choice. But I'm still like, I mean, this is a interesting crime in the sense it's your own children. Are you really hurting them? I would say yes, in the sense that you're not like letting them be especially now that they are hiding, that you're not letting them be in touch with the rest of the world.
Yeah.
That's not very good.
And I mean, there had to have, so if they were taken away in the first place, at least their living conditions were probably not great. Or I don't know. Well, of course, we're making a lot of assumptions because
and like,
I mean, details, but
I'm not always, like, the child welfare system can be also, there's lots of this, like, conventions. It's not always clear, like, oh, the parents are alcoholics and hitting their children, we take them away. That's a clear case. But sometimes it's not that clear.
Yeah.
Like, maybe because there's also this history. Okay, this is a bit long tangent now. But, like, when, I don't remember, like, was it, like, after the war? Because you remember Finland had the civil war in 1918 between the like communists, the Reds, and the like non-communists, the so-called Whites. And the Reds were, they lost, so Finland became a democracy. But anyway, there was lots of this, like, pressure towards the people who had been on the Red side, and for example, their children were often taken away because of the wrong political values. So it's not always this very black and white, like, because you are a horrible parent treating, but more like you are not raising your children the way that the state wants you to raise your children. Like, you are that there is this convention that we expect you to follow, and if you don't follow, we will take them away.
Well, same thing is happening in Denmark and Greenland. Like,
that's a very good example, and that's a horrible case. Like, but I mean, here we don't know what's the real case, of course. And in Finland, homeschooling is not illegal. Like,
no,
there is some freedom to raise your children according to your values. Like,
but like, I can imagine something like, we don't know if this happened in this case, but there are some mandatory vaccines, which is a great thing and very important. But like, if let's say they would refuse to give that to their children, or like do other stuff like this, then even if otherwise their living conditions are fine, they could probably be taken away.
But I don't think in Finland you can, like, if you don't want to put vaccines, that you can refuse.
You can refuse.
And that's the area where the most refusers live. So this, like, statistically, like, being a religious Swedish-speaking Finn in the West Finland, they are statistically the people who don't vaccinate.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know about this family, but, like, statistically they would fit in the group.
Because their lack of agreements with science, I guess.
I think there is this, like, kind of, it's a thing in Sweden, like this anti-vaxxer group in Sweden, and they have a big impact on the Swedish speakers on the west coast of Finland.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm sorry for
they are the same
distraction.
who have this, like, silver water drinking things and
colloidal silver, fucking hell.
Like this super anti-science. I don't know. I would maybe call them even cults.
That makes me fucking angry. Like, I just hate this type of shit. Vaccinate your fucking kids. Jesus fucking Christ. Like if one of my kids got the fucking measles or some shit because another kid wasn't vaccinated, I would be so fucking pissed. Like my kid, well, okay, my youngest, obviously, since he's only a month old, isn't vaccinated yet. So I would be fucking pissed if something
Yep.
happened
Babies
to
are in
him.
danger if you have
Yes.
non-vaccinated people around.
Yes. I'm just, I would be fucking livid.
Yeah, it's kind
I
of
might
crazy
murder
how this
somebody.
conspiracy.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah.
She didn't mean it. She's not going to murder anyone.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
No, but I mean, it's insane how these conspiracy theories about vaccines have spread nowadays.
Yeah.
And they were present before, but I feel like there's a trend now.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry
Yeah,
for
but I say, like,
distraction
this-
before, but Meadow really wanted to drink from my mug, and I thought it's very cute, so I was like holding my mug up.
Was
for
it
her, and she
water?
was like, yeah, it was water.
Okay.
Coffee.
Like
No,
coffee,
she's a
I
coffee
knew.
drinker. Yeah.
Yeah, but so accidentally we had a thematic chain here. So nothing. Maybe someday this family will be caught, probably because there's lots of privacy things. It's a family issue. We will not be known like
Yeah.
that many things unless something horrible happens. I hope not.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
interesting
hope the
case.
kids are safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh. Well, shit. Okay. Well, that was our news tangent. I
Do we
guess.
have an animal fact? No?
Oh yes. I forgot. I was like,
I
it was
was,
such
like,
a light
looking forward
episode.
to it. I
It
can
was
talk
such a
more about
light
Meadow.
episode. Yes, I did have one. Okay, yeah. So I read this one book before bed to my oldest, and it's like sea stories or like stories about like animals in the ocean and whatever random stuff. And one of them was about an otter in like Monterey Bay, I guess, like off of California, and like living in the sea kelp and stuff. And it has like some interesting facts about animals at the very end after they go through the story. And I didn't know this one, so this was interesting. That sea otters have the densest fur of any animal on Earth. So if you like 1 square inch or 2.54 centimeters squared, how many hairs do you think are in that little square inch of fur?
Million.
I was going to say a million. I have no idea. Like, I wouldn't even be able to tell what's like normal. What's the normal amount
exactly.
for like a cat or something?
Or human.
Yeah, so you guys were right. It's 1 million hairs per square inch,
okay.
up to 1 million hairs per square inch. And it's because, like, of course, you have, seals and sea lions and, whales and all this stuff. They have blubber to, keep them warm. But then these guys don't. They only have their fur to keep them warm.
Oh.
And they also, like, blow bubbles into their fur to, like, for insulation, So, like, the air bubbles will actually, like, keep them warm as well. So, yeah, they have the densest fur.
What's like the normal amount or more regular?
That
less
I do
than
not
that.
know.
Okay, sorry.
But yeah, so it's pretty.
Cat is the normal for our.
Yeah,
it's a
maybe,
normal
yeah.
threshold.
Do you want me to check for a cat? But yeah, so it's. I thought that was interesting. But okay, how many?
It's very interesting.
Cat
I mean, it
hair
makes sense.
density.
Cat fur density. 15,000 to 30,000 hairs per square centimeter.
Okay, that's a big difference.
Square centimeter, so it's double that.
Okay.
It's like
okay, but still.
Still, yeah.
Yeah. But it can also reach up to 47,000. So nowhere close to 1 million. Like,
wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Good fact. Children's books, or I don't know if this is a children's book, but
it is a children's book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very informative, very educational.
Yes. That's the way I like it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Thanks for listening to this news tangent. It was quite a light one, so yay.
Yes.
Didn't need the animal fact, but it's there.
We always need it.
Okay. So you can follow us on Instagram at Translation Murder Podcast, or you can send us an email at translationmurderpodcast@gmail.com, or send us some, I don't know. Yeah, people should send us some requests or something, because that would be great.
Yeah, that would be great. We have gotten an Instagram comment before about like someone being happy that they got more information about the case through here. So just send us requests. That would be
Yes.
awesome.
Please. All right. So thanks again for listening. Hei parola.
Bye.
Bye.